So according to a Twitter handle, there's a question that was raised. Is it worth it to keep an ex-lover around? You are now in a new relationship or you are married to another person, but there are still some exes hanging around as friends, hook up here, hook up there. Is it worth it?
Did you say hook up?
Yeah, some people still hook up with their exes.
No, you have now. No, there's a difference.
What's hanging around? Is it worth it to keep them hovering around?
What be hook up?
As in just for lunch or something?
No,
or business?
Okay, because hook up means different.
Oh, that's other one. No, I'm born again today, so please respond.
No, well, when you say that they're in the vicinity, oh, maybe I still have their numbers, or maybe they used to help me do something in particular. Every time I need to pick up my laundry, do I still have that ex number that can help me pick up my laundry, even though I'm in a new relationship? That's, you know, I feel let the exes go. Don't allow them to be a distraction. But there are some exes that are there because your relationship has transcended that relationship, that boyfriend-girlfriend. You've almost become family. There's some people that you have dated, you have forgotten that you have even dated them because they are so best friends with your father or your mom or one of your cousins. You had forgotten that you dated them. That relationship has sort of transcended.
If they were that good, why did you leave?
Yeah, because it does not mean, what are we saying? There are so many good people. There are so many good people that you didn't marry, but it did not stop them, you know, it did not stop you from being happy and meeting the one that is for you or the one that works well for you. But if, in that case, let them go. But I find some people have this thing, especially girls. I guess we talk to girls and you hear them, something when, and then I called my ex. I'm like, why is an ex an thing? Why is it even a thing in your space? Like, there's a relationship called an ex relationship. For me, it's done. There's no ex. It's just, I'm no one's ex. We've moved on. The person is not my ex. I'm not your ex. We moved on. He says, so I went to this place, and then when I was going, and then my ex now said, like, so now you have kept this ex to be an ex relationship. It does not make sense. In that case, please let that go. But if it's someone that just become something other than your ex, that's just become a part of, or someone who eventually, maybe it's a boss or a colleague. Somehow that person is in your life, not based on the fact that you used to date, but just because now the relationship has moved on to something much more. That it does not even cause a threat to the new relationship. Even your current relationship understands it.
Because as somebody mature,
that's one.
This thing called emotions for women, for some women, it's a very, very something area. So you know deeply how you feel about a person. Maybe you didn't really deal with it totally. Maybe that person dealt with it. That person just thought it wasn't worth continuing with. But then you think it's okay to have that person around you for whatever reason while you're in a relationship or in a marriage. Don't think that should be sustained.
That should be allowed.
Especially when you know how you feel. So you don't want to make that person's continuous relationship with you a standard for checking on the excesses or shortcomings of the person
your current partner
with right now. For instance, you're already married, and then maybe your husband would never help with the dishes. And this person that you know, maybe because you're so in love with him, you still have some images, be thinking, if it was him, he still does dishes. Some women...
Those comparisons keep coming.
Yes, they keep coming. If you know you are mature enough, you can deal with it. You can continue whatever working, friendship, whatever that you have.
What about the other comparison on that shit?
God forbid, I don't know nothing.
Alex, let me hear your thoughts. Should we keep hanging with our exes?
I think all the people that I have had any sort of relationship, whatever, with, we're still friends. I'm a very nice person.
I should do say so myself.
Yes. And God has probably blessed me with nice people. There are people that you bring in a relationship with, but you just know that this thing is not going anywhere. Either both of us are not ready and we're not going to be ready anytime soon. Let us just call it off and we agree. We're not fighting. There's some people that all their relationships ended with breaking of bottles and all of that. So they can't even imagine themselves in the same space with that ex. And if your current partner knows that that is the kind of person you are with your exes, if there's anyone that is still around, then that means there is something different about this one. But if you know me for if you know me as someone that does not have problems with people that I've known in the past, I've had even people that I've fought with. After a year, I just see, I'll be like, you didn't have sense that year. Me too, I didn't have sense. I'll be like, okay. I don't have any, there's really, because we could meet somewhere where we're working together. Are you going to tell me not to speak to him because we had something together in the past? No. So it's okay to have them as friends. That is how I feel. But if you feel and you know deep down that you are not over this relationship, you are doing yourself a lot of harm, keeping them, or you know that they are not over the relationship, and then you're keeping them around, then that is a problem. But at the point where you know that both of you have passed it, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't used to remember where the numbers are, because as the relationship is ending, the lines are disappearing.
No, relationships never end in a bad relationships way.
No, it's not that it ended badly, but I just know how to move on and move. And I don't know how to look back when I move.
But when you see yourself,
so I can't even think of anybody now and get your number on my phone. So is that a problem, or should I go back and start tracing them?
No, if you meet them somewhere, you guys can be cordial. And if you guys meet in a place, say, oh, I'm working on this project, I think you should come on board. That is okay.
But I am nobody's ex. I want to put it out there. I am nobody's ex.
So me, I particularly appreciate the person who asked me out for longest. I think 4 years, and I kept saying no.
Wow.
And when I said to him that there's no problem, we'll be friends, he said, forbids me being your friend. Then I took him seriously, because I just thought, this is not really hard like that. You know, I just said no. But the reaction, forever, that woke me up. And I appreciate it forever. Because for him, maybe there's something much more than I thought I was just playing. I was still much younger. I didn't think I'd finished school. I wasn't ready for anything. But he took it so strong. And if somebody is able to tell you like that, make you get sense. So you don't have, you now, you know yourself. But the person has his own emotions and the way he's handling it.
So we're going to be talking about Alex right now. And what has been happening to you, Alex?
I would say...
Since BBN.
Transitioning from stage to stage and mastering my talents and my gifts. That is all I have. And then most of all, impacting lives in all I do.
So I know about the Unusual Fest. What's that about? Can you tell us?
Unusual Fest is an anti-bullying family fun fest. So I've understood that if you call a parent or a child and you keep them in a place and you say, let us talk about bullying, we can never finish that conversation. And sometimes it gets boring. So I decided to put together an event where we have more fun and we still address this issue that is not really addressed the way it should be. Because I feel like in Nigeria, for other things, there's a place where you go to. If child abuse, we have offices that you go to for that. Human trafficking, there are bodies that are set for that. But when it comes to bullying, it's just generalized and it's been accepted because of how big it is. It's just been accepted. So I'm like, I think we should talk about all there is bullying everywhere. Offices, families, in your house, your parents, and all of that. So I decided to put an event together where everybody will just come and sit down, listen to facilitators, and have lots of fun at it. So there is, and you guys are invited. Everybody's invited, actually. I made it very, very, very affordable. And they have to pay because Nigerians, when you give them something for free,
they don't value.
They will register. That morning they wake up and they say, after you've taken up space that somebody else is taking. So I'm like, commit something. So I know that you're coming there. But then there's basket making, sip and paint, scented candle making. There are dance classes because everybody has been like, oh, Alex, you don't want to have dance classes. I'm like, well, I'm not only a dancer, I do a lot of other things. But now there are dance classes and there are different workshops from people like Frank Edo, Ebuka, Kate Henshaw, Bisola, the Englishman on Nigeria, Middle Chase Properties. Yeah.
So I'm curious to know why anti-bullying. Is there a personal story to this? And in what way does the Fun Fest address bullying?
So there's a personal story to almost every single thing that I do. For me, Alex Unusual, I've gone through all the stages of bullying. I've been a bully, I've been bullied, I've watched people be bullied. And I think I went from being bullied to being a bully in defense and then understanding that that's not what I should be, and then getting to that point where I defend people that cannot speak for themselves. And if people are truthful and they remember vividly, most of the times that I had issues on the show that they watched was because I was fighting another person's battle. It's like I buy cases. I really don't have problems with people. But when I see you do something to somebody that is wrong, I would always speak up. So that is the reason why I just felt like some children need to, I don't know, when you say, oh, my child is the child is a bully, I don't really even blame the child and all of that. So how we're addressing this, some of the topics that we're discussing, there is raising an independent child. That's going to be taken by Timida Kolo. And that's because children you can't always be there to fight for them.
Yes.
So they need to understand when they need to stand up for themselves, when they need to do this for themselves, and when daddy needs to do it. Yes. Then there is good for you and not for me. And that is how people just stay, and then they bow to all the societal pressure, or this person is doing this, and then you leave what you're supposed to do and you go to do that. There is the bully, the bullied, and the bystander. That's Frank.
The three.
Is there one for the parents whose child is bullying? So recently,
yes,
my son got into a fight and injured his friend, and he ran home. And he decided not to tell me anything. I saw that he was just quiet, very unusual of him to be on his own. So I started asking, did anything happen at your friend's today? And I found out that somebody was actually injured, and he felt very bad about it. So I took him, I said, there will be consequence when you fight your friend and injure him, so go to the parents. And I saw that my friends were very offended by what he had done, but because of the relationship, nobody said anything. I was upset and said, address him. Make him feel this should never happen again. And so when I saw the conversation happening, and the way he was, when we were going back, I said, Mommy, why did you let them do that to me? I said, why did you do their child? So if somebody had done the same to you, I won't let it slide. That child would know the difference. So I think you deserved what you got. And we got past it. I think parents should normalize it.
Yeah. There is one of the topics there, the power of an apologetic parent, and that has been taken by Bisola. And I feel like an apologetic parent raises an apologetic child. But you should know when to apologize. So if you were not one to know that I have done something wrong and I need to say sorry, you wouldn't have taken your child to that place to apologize. And then one of the reasons why I even put that topic is because some parents would say, oh, I'll take you to swim next week. And then for some reason you get very busy and you miss it. You feel like it's your right as a parent to miss that. And you don't tender an apology. So when they do something wrong to you, they actually would not come to. So there are workshops for children from age 5 to, there are different classes. Everything is going on at the same time, and it's 2 days. It's on the 10th and 11th of September. The workshop for children is from age 5 to 12. Then there is young adults from 19 and above. And then there is one for parents. So we have combined classes, we have different classes. There's a website for it. www.unusualfest.com.
Thank you so much,
yes.
Alex. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. I wish we had more time to talk about other things you do. I know you are into acting and all that, but people always see you on social media. They go to your page.
Movie making.
Yeah, oh, congratulations, darling. Thank you so much. So from time to time, you likely come and gist with us, like on a day like this. Thank you, ladies, for such a beautiful show. And that's all we can take for today. You join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.